The meeting in order, ask you to stand, here in this and word of prayer, and Greg will lead us in the pledge, so.
Hey, Father, we come to you tonight and thank you for this chance to gather, Lord. Thank you for your kind of business. Pray, Lord, you just be each one. Just lead you guys in your direction, Lord, take care of the town. We just give you all praise and glory. We just know yes. Amen.
Put allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll get started tonight. We got a pretty busy evening tonight with budget and everything, so we'll open the meeting up for 2026 budget. Hopefully you have all your paperwork from last week, or I'm sorry, last month that Connie presented to us for 2026 budget.
Yeah, I have a copy if anybody needs it. Here is the ordinance. And then I just everybody to sign and check yea or nay.
So the adopted budget that was proposed, the total for general fund and MBH, local road, street, community capital, economic development, income tax, etc. All that total was $319,550. So, is there any questions or comments or any other paperwork that anybody else would like to look at? Any comments or questions from the public about the budget?
Make a motion, we accept the budget.
I'll second.
I have a motion from Dennis to make a motion to accept the 2026 budget as presented. I have a second from Josh. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I have to abstain because I'm on the part of work. Remember that. That's just showing the amount, yep. Next thing we'll bring up while you guys are signing it, it's all right, is the approval of September 9th meeting minutes. You should have got a copy about a week ago. Connie emailed everybody. Here's a copy if anybody like to review.
I'd like to see it. I'm just see the email.
Okay.
It just says meeting open.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes as they're presented.
Okay, Rick made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Jeremiah second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Was
you done?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Aye.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you said
I
aye.
was just looking at the one.
Like I said, no public speaking tonight. We got an awful busy night. I got some other stuff that I haven't even added to the agenda, so. Claims for September 2025. The total amount, I think she sent the registration summary out at the same time she sent out the meeting minutes. The total for the month of September was $27,592.81. So, since Josh didn't get that, he probably.
They came through the email, just did.
To your Josh, the I'm using everybody's old email because the new emails are not working correctly. I couldn't even get into mine.
Yeah, it came through as meeting minutes, but nothing showed up.
You're busy, this guy, busy there.
I make a motion to pass the.
No, just dropping off. Saying thank you.
The claims.
Have a motion by Jeremiah to approve the claims as presented for 2025, September 2025. Do I have a second?
Second.
Dennis, second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, moving right along.
You wanna let Dave give us the stuff?
They're bringing you treats.
Sure thing. Go ahead. Come right in.
I think this is our second time doing this, so the Ladies Fellowship wanted, we going around to all the businesses and everything in Matthews and saying thank you. We were told last time we brought too much stuff, so we only brought a couple of different plates of cookies for you guys, but we wanted to say thank you for taking care of our community, so this is for everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Right there's fine?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank
enough for all. You were so
Hey,
welcome.
Chet,
Thank you.
don't guard them too close.
I told him they could bring them over here. I told him for it.
Those ladies can cook.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move right along then. Department heads, Josh, area plan.
We got new fees approved for codes, if you wanna build something or remodel, there's new fees.
What's the fees?
They went up to about 27%, roughly 30%.
Do you know what it is now?
For what? There's
The building permits?
Well, what kind of building?
Oh, they got different fees now?
100%. I have a copy if anybody wants to see it.
It used to be just a flat rate.
It's supposed to change every 5 years with the net worth of the county. We take a percentage of that and the grade fees and stuff. It's been like 8, 9 years, so we just now got it all done. It's approved, went through. There's a copy, and you can go on the Grant County website and see a copy of it. But
Might take a look later.
yeah, everything was.
Okay.
Not a lot, you know, $3 or $4, $10, you know, big project.
We still file over at Grant County now.
Everything's down there, and it's new fees. We're working on new data center ordinances, and there's a lot of stuff going on about the data centers. We're trying to get ahead of the game, so we're gonna start making an ordinance and going through, we'll have a couple public hearings at the beginning of the year. Go from there, so we just did the solar ordinance. And then Grant County is being looked at for a data center. One of the big, I don't know if it's Google or who it is, but very big data center being looked at in Grant County. We already have a Bitcoin. It started out as 4 little buildings, all 69 out there, little trailers. I think they got like 40 or 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was, yeah, Mr. Lancy, was he gonna present the comprehensive plan to us, or do you know for sure?
I think it's on us to take that copy and approve it. I should get with you if you have.
Okay, I tried to call him not too long ago, but his voicemail box wasn't set up, so I'll try to call him again and ask if we're supposed to.
I think
He
so.
sent me a copy of it by email, but it was like 200 pages, I think, and I was like, how was I gonna put that all off?
Most townships have signed off on it. I think there's 2 or 3, 5 or 6 that got rejected, so.
I'll check with him and see if we're supposed to get ours part signed.
And it might be helpful to put a copy of that on our town website.
Fire department, Rick.
Okay, we had 22 fire runs and 5 ambulance runs.
Just let you kind of update on our water project. We got the line bored underneath Johnson's and bored underneath Main Street. And basically, we just got to put them two together and set the hydrants. We're waiting on one hydrant to come in, so hopefully that'll be done here in the next few weeks. Or month or whatever, so. Sewer department, Jeremiah.
Everything pretty good, we're waiting on that bid for the fuel pump and the circuit board down there.
Okay. We're waiting on a bid to update the main control panel, plus, we had to send one pump in to see if it could be refurbished or have to buy a new pump for spare.
Is it just the motor or is it the whole pump?
It's the whole pump. It's all big.
Cause I didn't know whether that place in Cassidy could fix it or not.
Yeah, these are too big. These are like 4 foot tall, or 3 foot tall pumps. So we usually take them to Indy, get them redone, or a lot of times we just buy new ones. It's just as cheap anymore, so. It was kind of nice having a spare one out in the barn, so all we had to do is put it in and go. So that was nice.
We got a project where we got big pumps that we just tried to rebuild. Waterfall, Brick Falls and Fishers,
Uh-huh.
and rebuild them and actually rebuild twice now.
Oh, really?
And they're out of the queue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, a lot of times we found it's almost cheaper to buy a new one that's got warranty and everything else, so. Street department, Mr. Kendall, anything going on?
A lot of paving, a lot of, I just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more complaints on driveway edging from the new pavement down to the driveways. And, just put it on record that we're gonna get to them as quick as we can, but obviously they're still paving the streets in town, so, you know, they gotta give us a week or two to get things caught up. With that being said, we got about maybe just right at a half or a little over a half a load of stone left. We may have to buy another load of stone to finish off everybody and fill in. So just to let you know, I don't know if we have to appropriate anything or we can just go ahead and get a load if we need it.
I'd say we get a load, we'll worry about paying for it later, kind of thing, so we can get these people so they can get out of the driveway safely, so.
I need to let listen things. Our whole driveway is gonna flood since then.
Do what?
Our whole driveway is gonna flood since that day. That means that completely.
Well, I don't know much that we can do about that. We're gonna have to watch it, I guess, when it rains and see what happens. Because of the way the road comes off, but we'll see what happens. Street also, well, that's down here, I guess. Oh, I didn't price any chain or anything yet because we were gonna talk about gates.
Yeah, I don't have to do that. Not together after this thing.
So we'll go ahead and I'll look at a bid for chains then since the gates didn't come through.
Okay.
That's all I got.
For that.
Oh, no, well, is that in that heating? Yeah, that's not under here. We did get rid of the boilers, Taylor University bottom. They wrote me a whopping $400 check and was really happy for it. And I said, okay, you still owe us $3,600. They said it was a miscommunication, but not to worry, they'll make up the difference. So I called David today and we verified both that we could trust him for it. So we went on ahead and let him, since he already had the guys here in the trucks. So they have been removed. They also want to purchase our chiller and all these units. I haven't priced the units to them yet, but I told them they'll give me a scrap price because that's got R22 in it. And the last bid I got just to get rid of the Freon so we could scrap it was over $900. And I priced it to them for $1,000 and they said that they're interested. So, I think I can get $1,000 out of the chiller, and then these units, they're all outdated except for the 3, that we have, so I don't know, what do you guys think on those? $50 a piece?
Do they work with the chiller or without the chiller? So
They work with it.
Yeah, they got-
Get rid of one, the others are pointless.
Yeah, yeah. They're pointless, we're taking them out, we've already got, Phil was supposed to get me a bid tonight, but he got tied up, and wasn't able to get me a bid, but we're taking the west wall out right away so that we can cut down on the cold air this winter coming in through the wall, right in behind these units, because that's open to the atmosphere. And we're gonna block them off, take the units out and block that all in. And that's why I was gonna use this $4,000 to help offset the cost of getting them all removed, and then put back in, so, built back in.
With the chiller and all these gone, it's 4,000.
Do I?
With all these removed and scrapped or sold, and the chiller is $4,000.
No, the
The
chiller,
4,000 was
the
for
chiller,
the
the boilers themselves were 4,000, and that's already a done deal. Other than they're gonna bring me $3,600. And the other thing, they hadn't talked about it, but they went back, and when he came this morning, he goes, we're very interested in that, we wanna get that unit and buy all these old units. I just gotta put a price on these old units.
I would say if we get $50 out, because we're not going to reuse them for anything else, we got a whole new system,
Right.
and they're obsolete, like you said.
You're not gonna get 50 and scrap out of each one of them.
No.
You know what you got out of that big heavy hunk of stuff was only $150.
Right.
So it's hardly worth messing with for, I'd say whatever we could get, let them go.
Have you got a price to re-brick and fill it in behind them?
Not yet, I told you Phil's giving me a bid, I haven't got it yet.
So can we sell them without doing that, or does it all have to be done?
Yeah, no, we're gonna put something, we've got the panels out in the barn, we're gonna put insulation and then put the panels on the outside of the building. So, yeah, they'll work with us, they don't need until spring.
So is it your motion to make it $50 for each unit if they,
Yeah,
a motion to sell the chillers with, I'm sorry, to sell the units with the chiller if they would like them for $50 to Taylor University
each,
each.
yes.
Somebody like to second that motion? Jeremiah second, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay. You got anything else?
Nope.
I said no on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. He said no. Josh said no, if you didn't hear him.
I think they're worth more than 50.
So the motion was $50 for each unit, and how much for the chiller?
$1,000.
Yeah.
Make sure I have it.
And we'll have to see if they're
It's
interested.
gonna be a wire.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are, but it's probably a wire.
They're really
Also
old and
cost us an
outdated.
extra $40,000-$50,000 to rebuild and put everything back in and fix it.
Police department, Chip.
Yeah, the police department, unit, radio is, obsolete now. They had to redo the programming and, my radio is not, it's so old that it won't get whatever updates, it's for. Dave can explain more about that. And, we'll go from there, and I'm just asking if we can get a new one for the squad car.
Do we know what kind of price?
No, we haven't checked that yet, I just bringing it up, so
They
you guys
just
could be aware.
did away with, they went to the new system called P25 last Wednesday. And I guess that's kind of one that slipped through the cracks, because he did get his walkie updated and all that, it's compatible to that, but the police car, actually I told Chet, I forgot it came out of the old police car. So it's probably 15 years old at least. they cannot change it to the new style, so I would say probably $4,000 to $6,000, maybe. I don't know, to be honest with you. I can get some prices this week and get back with everybody, but
I say we have to get prices for sure.
yeah. And most of the time, the county goes through J&K out of Columbia City. They're pretty much the best radio people around. So that's who our fire department works with and everything else. So I'll try and get some prices from them and see what, I'll let everybody know before we purchase anything. But like Chad said, right now he can use his walkie, but still like to have another backup for him on the other police car side. So. Okay, anything else? Okay, thank you.
Need a motion to look into that.
I think right now I'll just get prices and I'll get back with everybody before I do anything kind of thing, so. Like I said, it's not gonna be something we get tomorrow, so I'll have to program it, have it built and everything else. I'll see how much it is, so. Clerk, the updates on stuff?
Yeah, I got a few things. I'd like to go ahead and get this resolution for the additional appropriation out of the way. Nothing has really changed. Except we have to sign up on this one. So I'll be putting all my stuff in it. This are the ones that we talked about, to get the additional appropriations to finish off the roads.
Right.
So I just need everyone to either sign your day, your I, and all test. So we can get that in started.
This is for additional appropriations and it was all advertised and all that good stuff.
Yes, I have that advertisement and everything's here.
3-2025. Everybody like to look at it. That's basically what she presented to us last meeting. Moving different accounts around to pay for the match for the community crossing grant, basically.
Well, that's not everything.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Resolution 3-2025.
I'll second it.
Josh made the motion to accept resolution 3-2025. Rick seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
I neglected last meeting to say this, which doesn't matter since due to technical difficulty, no, it's on our last meeting, but we did get a donation from some businessmen in Gaston. They gave us brand new, really nice brooms and nets for the gym and $140 in cash for new basketballs.
Really?
So I thought that was really nice. I wanted to say thank you. And then we got a thank you card and a $200 donation to the community center from Hepworth Church of Matthews for letting them use it for youth group. So see the card. wanted to make sure you saw these before I paid these, because I still not sure. We're getting so many tickets. And there's 2 different invoices, because I didn't get the first one due to our email problems, so. Just wanted to get permission to pay those.
So it's part of this 4275, part of the 7980 thing.
No, it's a 7090, it's supposed to be past due amount, according to what she said. But I didn't get the first invoice.
So
I gotta put
this
it
is the
second.
total then.
Let's see. This is 716, at that time it was 7090. This is 2, so it's 7090 and 4275.
This is just for the locates for anybody does holy moly or 811 digging, to notify the town that they're gonna dig.
We have to pay for that?
To be part of their group.
Oh,
So when they get emails, they send it out, and if it's in the area that it's gonna affect our sewer line or our storm line, then we have to notify them. So the total will be 4275 plus 7980, so everybody all right with her paying this?
Yes.
Okay, we'll just kind of go by agreement on that, so.
Other than just updating you that I have several sewer liens that we filed this week. And then there's going to be several new ones going out here shortly, but we did out of the 15 I sent out, we have 5 liens.
Anything else?
That's it.
What business inventory, we're still, where we're working on it? The town.
the towns, there's one chainsaw that, Phil says that, talk to you about it, you may have it.
Yeah, we got out soon.
Okay,
Okay.
other than that, that's the equipment that's down there and up here.
Still working on the sewage ordinance handbook. I never did get a call back on the floor. I suppose I better call him again or try to figure something out, because I know it's getting fall.
It's
Well-
really bad.
We need to do something or get a Kyle to send him a letter or whatever. I mean, it's probably too long, he probably won't have to do anything, he's drug it out past the warranty.
Is it something that we can go ahead and fix and deal with him?
The only real way of fixing it is pull up all those tiles and clean it and then put the right kind of glue back down and hope. Then I don't know how you clean all that glue off those tiles.
Something we could go ahead and do and then deal with him, because it don't
I-
sound like he's gonna.
I
get
think,
this.
I'll be honest with you, I was gonna see if there's another company out there that would at least look at it, and give their
Yes.
opinion of what they recommend, so.
Get
I was
an
gonna call
estimate.
that. Marion. That has the paint, flooring and stuff.
Yeah,
AR flooring and all that, or
Yeah.
they did quality work.
Because they're not getting back with us,
Yeah.
up this few months, we're on the record trying, so the warranty ain't gonna run out. We just get it fixed and deal with them.
Yeah. I'll give a call to both of those companies and see if they can at least come out and look at it, and see what their opinion is. If we can fix it, or like Dennis said, pull it all up or whatever, so.
So we can go send them a letter of intent.
Roof, where do we stand with that?
the roof, it ain't rained. It rained like 2 tenths, so it hadn't leaked, so we can't tell. But both Phil and I are both on it, and then, as part of pulling out those, boilers, we have 2 fresh air vents, 6-inch pipe going through the roof. And we gotta just put a cap on them, and Phil's gonna get those picked up and stuff them full of insulation.
New business. I guess. I'll just kind of, Josh, you use it.
check up on the uneven roadway sign on the bridge?
I got one made, but I don't know where to put it.
Yeah.
Cause there's like about 50 signs down there. I did make one and then I think you'll like it. But I'm just trying to figure out exactly where to put it so it don't look overwhelming on everything else. That it's kind of a motorcycle and it's got a floor that's like this.
Okay.
Kind of looks like a railroad track almost kind of thing. So hopefully that'll look, I guess I could have brought the sign at least to let you see it. But yeah, I've been working on that. But like I said, my sign guy said, go ask me, tell me where you want to put it. And I was like, there's a weight limit, single lane, you know, all these signs. So I don't know, I try to make it so it don't overwhelm everybody. So.
There was another dirt bike wreck and another motorcycle wreck.
Oh, really?
Here last time, right?
Yeah, during the mud diversion.
You
You
got
need
anything?
to sign no motorcycles.
Okay.
Wanna ride your bike, get on it.
Rick, you got any new business? Jeremiah?
Now you got it addressed to the stop sign.
So, a couple months ago, I know everybody knows that the stoplight quit flashing and then now one bulb's out. I had Gas City Electric kind of look at it because Phil told me this past summer that the poles weren't in very good shape. So, he said the poles are not in very good shape. But his recommendation is, he said, you realize how much money you're gonna have on this new light and everything? And I said, yeah, I know it's not gonna be cheap. He was recommending that maybe we look possibly at an LED stop sign, at least on Massachusetts both ways. And, you know, we'll install parking bars too, or stop bars, I'm sorry, when the pavement gets done. So maybe we can kind of light it up a little bit better. I did get a price online, for this type of sign here, we're looking $1,099, so might as well say $1,100 for a LED, that's a 30-inch sign, like it's standard size for stop signs. It's solar powered. And then we could get rid of a electric bill for the street light and save a little money. I know that's not too much, I don't believe, per month, but
Didn't robotics mention that?
they did, but they were gonna quote make their own, and I'd rather not go on that. You know what I mean? I'd rather have something that's legit, you know, meets every person things, you know what I'm saying?
That's at 7th and Main for Massachusetts, right?
Yes,
Not
I
8th.
put 8, didn't I?
Okay, I was like.
I'm sorry, 7th and Massachusetts. So I guess I didn't know what everybody's feeling was. I'm pretty sure I can get the old stoplight down and the old poles down if we get these installed.
We gotta do something to get their attention, because too many people run that stop sign.
Can you still get these stop signs, Dennis, in the last 30 days?
Do what?
Can you still get these stop signs? I'm pretty sure they just put a stop to all these solar panel things from China
Oh, really?
because they have an extra battery and the receiver thing in them and stuff.
I just looked today online, but
I just bought some battery stuff. and they came with it.
These solar panel stop signs,
I don't know.
they told me about it at the county.
Oh, right.
ABC, so there's something with these, you might be able to get into a different company or something, but the ones they usually get are not available right now.
Yeah, we'll have to check on that, I guess.
I don't know about them.
I can check. If you guys, like I said, I can probably get the old poles removed at no cost through Gas City Electric and the stoplight removed. We'd have to get hold of AP, get the power shut off and all that.
We'll make a motion, we buy 2 of the signs to put on Main Street.
I'll second.
Motion from Dennis, a second from Josh. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We already did the transfers and additional appropriation, all that. Couple other things I didn't list, and I'm sorry I didn't get them added. Have fire contract from Jefferson Township to the town of Matthews. This was supposed to be effective January of 2023, and I just got it last month it's a 4-year contract. I'm sorry, a 5-year contract, I believe. So it's good till December 31st of 2027 is a 4-year contract. So I guess they didn't get it to us, basically just saying that the town will provide insurance and everything else that was done in the past.
Trucks.
The fire department for workman's comp and stuff like that. So I guess what I would say is right now, I'd say go ahead and approve it. And then I will make sure that when I give them a copy back, that I will notify them that we want this well before the 27th for review by our legal counsel. Like I said, we're almost 3 years into the contract, so I'm gonna make sure that when I hand it to them, I say, by the way, before we sign this again, we wanted it 6 months before it's due for legal counsel. So really, they need to be working on it as soon as I hand this to them, so if you guys wanna review it or something. Like I said, it's kind of just basically the same way it's always been, but, I don't know why they just now got it to us.
Sometimes they go through, so maybe I just leave with some of the old contract, extend it up to 27.
Well,
Since it's already been through legal counsel.
I think they would, but they're in State Board of Accounts has kind of got onto it, that they didn't get it done kind of thing.
Are there any changes between this contract and the last one we signed?
No. It's just a copy, so. If you guys approve it, we need to sign 2 of them to get approved. So,
Just you, right?
no, you guys gotta sign 2.
Well, since we're 3 years into it, I guess we better.
So I was like, it kind of defeats the purpose, but I guess. Like I said, I highly recommend that when I hand it to them, I tell them that they need to get started on 2027 and we want it in 2026. Basically, so for review by our legal counsel. So.
Do we have any problems meeting all their furnishing standards?
No.
We're all covered.
We're always covered on that, so. Yeah, I need a motion that I haven't got one yet, so.
Do we have 20 volunteers in town?
18-ish.
18?
Yeah.
Contract says not less than 20.
Yeah, but I think it also says that if you have less, that's fine too, so.
Been there, done that. Lungs won't let me do it.
It says if possible, after the 20 minute. See where it said that? If fully regarded being given to the ability to create both daytime and nighttime firefighting purposes. In other words, it said it'd like for you to have 20, but it also put in there if possible. Yeah.
Make a motion that we accept it.
A motion by Dennis to accept the contract between the town of Matthews and Jefferson Township. Second by Jeremiah. Any other questions?
sign. You got this one you signed, or you signed both of them?
Yes, sign both of them. One's our copy, one's their copy. We understand.
Now, they're still dropping that, giving us that $5,000 a year. It's on that truck.
For storage.
Right. Storage of vehicles.
Yes. What else I was gonna bring up is, Josh, maybe you might be able to update us a little bit. I did talk to Todd, or I guess I talked to Kyle and Todd both about the proposal of the cell phone, but then it wasn't all the lots were not in the right order or something. You know what I'm talking about?
Hasn't made it to ABC yet.
Well, the way I understood it, they wanted to install a cell phone tower right there beside the storage locker place.
Okay, we talked about it, there's no official thing.
Yeah, there was like, I guess the way I understood it, there was 4 lots there. One lot was zoned residential. I don't know how it got that way. But the other ones were business or industrial or something like that.
They have not came to rezone it. As of right now, it's not.
So they gotta present to change that's what
I think they went to the BZA, don't quote me on that. I think they went to BZA, but they ain't been to the ABC.
Okay. Well, I guess one question I had was, will they come to the town board and ask us our opinion? Or is that something we should bring up now, if it does? Cause
I don't know the answer, that's kind of an answer for Mr. Glitfield, the attorney, the question, but in my knowledge from everything, jump the gun. If we wanna do something, go ahead and do that, and they can deal with that. In there, so if we want to do something we don't wanna do, this or that.
Well, like I told Mr. Glancy, I said, I wondered how it got changed, because I remember when we got on the area plan, it was all business or industrial. I don't know how one little lot got changed. And his answer was, I don't really know, so.
We, in the last 90 days, have changed one little lot in several areas.
Okay.
If it's commercial or R3, you can go to R1, R3.
Okay.
A lot of things happened in the last couple of years with the previous directors and stuff. So, yes, they do spot change, is that the word? It's, spot zoning.
Yeah.
They do that if the people come, have the right answer, nobody can guess. Very possible.
Okay. All right. I am with that other stuff.
I didn't see him in here, that's why I was asking, because last time I had papers.
No, it's like for sure.
You got the minutes back, do you? You got the minutes back?
We don't have the minutes.
Is that what it's saying?
I do have the minutes.
I didn't get the minutes back.
Anybody else got any new or old business to bring up?
I do like to ask one thing, for the clerk, is it possible we can get, the board, it's about the clerk, is it possible we can get her into a cell phone for the town? So we can relieve her personal phone from ringing constantly?
Sunday, probably 2:30 in the morning.
And
He
her
wasn't
check
very
not
happy.
get my cell phone to
Check that one, she did not.
Do you know what the rate would be or anything?
Now I can do that research and bring it in.
I guess I would have a problem if you would do whatever everybody else thinks.
You're the voice of the town, so people call you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem if she wants to get a quote or whatever.
Let's find out what it's gonna cost us.
I saw some plans with free phones, so,
Yeah.
but I didn't even bother to research without.
Would it be better to try to hook on to his?
Yeah, it would be in the same way.
Okay. Is everybody right? For get some prices and get back
Do you
to
want
it?
motion for that?
I think we'll just take it in information for right now.
She can hang on for one more month.
I don't think do not disturb this.
Can,
Yeah, him. Nathan.
Nathan,
What's up?
do you have an update for us?
Sure, yeah. So the extent of the work is complete, save for updating Connie's power situation, just plugging her computer into backup power, and showing her how to use the scheduler in the Access program for the magnetic clock. So that's, whenever she's ready to do that, then that's the last of the work to be done. I have PIN numbers for each of you. And I can hand those out here in a second, and that'll be your way to access the building when that lock is enabled. It has features so you can schedule and unlock it remotely. We can run over all that with her. So whenever you're ready, schedule with me, and all we have to do, just run through that, and we're good to go. So camera system is up, network is up, machines are built, everything's running. We did have an issue with some of the bit rate for the cameras, so there was some degradation to the quality. It was a simple reboot, no problem. If you guys notice anything happening, just contact me directly. If there's something going on, I can usually easily reset it, no big deal. So it seems like everything is running fine. And we'll get Connie up to speed on exactly how to operate the lock. It's pretty simple, and then that'll be fully functional. I mean, it is functional now, so it can be used as soon as you guys want to use it. So let me hand out those PIN numbers. We do also have quick access that you can attach to your cell phone, which Chet has and Connie has. There are 10 of those passes available. Right now, we'll start you with pins. If for some reason somebody needs a little consistent access, then we can hand those out. So it's a limited number, it's just a digital ID that essentially attaches to your phone. You walk up to the lock, you put your phone against it, whether it's unlocked or not, it'll open the door and welcome you in. We also do have a couple fobs. Connie has one, and the other one is for Phil. So I'm just gonna hand that off to him as soon as Connie's ready to use the lock. So, and that's just sitting in school, so.
Did we get everything figured out about last month where it didn't upload and all of that?
There is no recording. So I double checked on that. There's no recording on the machine. There's no recording on YouTube.
What's
So-
that mean?
So I don't know what that means for you guys, but I mean, perhaps you could do like a recap or something and record it. I don't know how much it matters.
Or put the minutes on.
I checked with the state and they said that's gonna, it's not that big of a deal as long as it's not happening every month, obviously.
Right.
But they said since we do have the minutes, a glitch, it's not something we're gonna get written up for or anything like that. It's just try to not let it continue to happen. So I have no idea what happened. The thing showed the voice working
Yeah,
and there was a picture on there. I don't know what happened.
But I wasn't here, so.
Yeah, so if there's something we need to work out with maybe informing you more on this system, if you want to do that, let me know, and that's something we can tie into when we meet up to show you about the lock and that system. So, and if anybody's interested in accessing this and knowing how to use it, let me know. Also on these cards, I do have my phone number. That's for Jennifer.
Okay.
So you guys can contact me directly if you have issues with your PIN number or any technical issues with anything here. That's not, you're not Rick.
So this log, we put our pin number in,
Yeah.
it logs who comes in the building.
It will log who comes in the building. So every time you access that lock via that pin, it has your name attached to it, and it does put a log in the digital logs that are stored essentially forever. It says you accessed at this time by this means. So you have, again, we have multiple ways to access it. If somebody wants something that's a little more quick, we can get you a digital card on your phone. And so, but for the most part, I imagine a PIN number will work for most people. And again, the 2 fobs, Connie has one, and I have one reserved for Phil. So
Just don't lose it, right?
just don't lose it. We can also always get other Unify specific proprietary fobs, or we could do third-party stuff too, if we wanted to get more fobs and program this in. Also with the access, when it comes to exiting the building, I know I've had some questions about this. Rick has asked me a couple times about it. If you want to get out through that door, so it's a double door, but only one is actually locked via the magnetic lock. Can't lock them both with that anyway. If you want to get out, there is a reader right next to it, and any human, anything that moves in front of that thing will unlock that lock immediately from the inside. So all you have to do is swipe your hand, it'll say, see you, and you can walk out the door. So you don't need to have special access to get out, you don't need to have a fob, you don't need to have a pin, you don't need to have anything but something to wave in front of that. It's just like a near field motion reader. If the lock ever needs to be open permanently, it takes 1 second to open the app, and you can hit a thing called emergency mode or just unlock, either one, and it just totally turns the lock off, no longer works. So it'll shut it off. So no worries getting anyone out at all. Also, again, the app allows you to set schedules. So if you want to set a recurring schedule across, whatever kind of time frame, you can do that by hours, across the days. You can set up schedules. So if Connie wants to get a setup for the librarian, we can say on these days, these hours, that lock automatically unlocks. If there's an issue, she can override it easily. It's really simple. It can all be done from her cell phone. So there's no need for any kind of other access. You can do it on the web as well and program things in that way, or you can do it from your phone. So, we'll program the scheduling on your desktop, but you'll be able to access all of the lock features, opening and closing, emergency mode, and all that kind of stuff directly from your phone. So it's instantaneous. There is also a camera on the front door. So on the actual pin pad, there is a camera. So that's camera number 7 out of the array. And it's always recording as well. So anytime you walk up to that and enter your PIN, it's going to be taking a capture of your face and, of course, logging your entry via your PIN number. So your face and your name will be documented every time that you approach the door, essentially. And so any strangers as well, when you walk up, it is set to capture anybody's activity as well. So,
Got facial recognition.
it does. And you can set up alerts so that if Connie wanted a specific alert for somebody being at the front door, you can save those faces. You can say, here's a perfect face. There is a facial recognition opening sequence, but when I first tested it, I didn't really like it. It wasn't super fluid. It does work, but it's a little awkward putting your face in there and then it's like checking over and over again. It's kind of weird. So I'd say for the smoothest experience, use a PIN number, use a fob, use a phone, whatever. So.
Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
Like you said, when we leave, we swipe it. Can you still just use the bar and go out?
So the way that it would work is you can have this set up essentially in two scenarios. The lock is not on and the crash bar is not locked. And then you use the crash bar to open the door. Or the lock is on and that crash bar is compressed and locked in place so that you can just kind of easily open that way. Essentially, you just keep it like that and allow the lock to be the lock. That's essentially how you want to do it, because you want the point of entry to be the magnetic lock, whether it is on or off, and not have to adjust the crash bar. So that's where the convenience comes into play. So depress the crash bar, lock it in place, leave it, and just use the lock as the means of actually locking it.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
if somebody was here that didn't know how to operate it.
Yeah, the second crash bar will still operate.
But the secondary door is completely unhindered by anything. So if that is locked and functional, it'll operate just like the door normally would. So it's only this one on this side, and it's really just for the sake of convenience, right? Like, it's a very strong, powerful 1,200-pound lock that cannot be opened. You cannot pull it open, for sure. You're gonna bend the door before you ever open it. But it's there just essentially as the convenience factor that you can automatically open it from a distance, which I'm sure is gonna be really good during the winter when you don't wanna be down here trying to open the door for somebody. So, and again, if there's any situation where somebody needs access for, an emergency situation and maybe they need the door open for an hour while they're here, Connie can easily just hit unlock, leave it unlocked, no problem. And so you don't need to give somebody access necessarily if you're willing to sit there and lock or unlock for whatever set amount of time.
So if I understand, like, if someone is renting the gym for a party,
Yep.
I can set it to unlock even if I'm not around. I'll set like 1 o'clock and relock at 5.
Yeah, you can schedule it if you'd like, or you can literally just hit unlock and leave it unlocked. Like it's how I have it set right now. So it's just been sitting in a permanently unlocked setting for the last few weeks. It's just totally not operational. I mean, it's operational, but it's unlocked. So you can set it to be unlocked indefinitely if you want. So however you want to do it, if you do want to schedule things ahead of time, you can set up profiles to schedule specific things. If you want to get into, setting up, if you have your event calendar and you know that between these hours on these dates, you want to have it permanently unlocked, just do that. So you go online, create a profile. It's pretty easy. Slide your hours, place your hours on whichever days, and then it's set. So you can set that however you like, or literally you can get a text from the person who's renting it, and they say, "Hey, I'm here." You hit unlock, and then text you when they leave, or leave the cameras, or you can monitor. So, yeah.
Couple other things, our emails, for some reason, they're not going through all the time. I tried like 3 or 4 times today, and sent Connie attachment. It kept sending undeliverable.
Undeliverable? Okay.
And it told me that I didn't have,
Authorization.
it told me that I didn't have access. And then when I finally did get in, every time I would try to open what David sent me, it would say, "Please try again later."
Okay, interesting. I mean, I can look into that tonight and just see what is, this just happened?
Yeah, I've done it before and it
It
went
hasn't.
through, but I know Josh said he didn't get his emails or,
Half the time it doesn't send my emails out. It says it does, but no one gets them.
But nobody's getting them.
I've not gotten any from her since we set it up.
yeah, I was gonna say that one time I thought, I kept waiting and I said, "Did you send it to my work email?" And she's like, "No, I sent it to your town email." And I was like, okay, and ended up I had to send it to my work email just to get it because she tried half a dozen times and it wouldn't go.
Okay, there's 2 potential fail points. So there's something within the Microsoft Exchange server, or there's something to do with the website. So we have to essentially redirect the website's domain to Microsoft. And so it stores the data there. But if there's any kind of miscommunication between the web page, essentially the web domain, and Microsoft, there could be an issue there too. So I'll look on my end and then I can contact Frank and see. And this happened for the first time recently, you said, or this?
No, we've been having problems ever since.
Ever since you set it up.
Okay, it's the first I've ever heard of any
Yeah, I was
issues.
gonna say, one time it will go through and then the next time it won't. I mean, it's not like it's every time.
Okay,
But today I tried to send it 3 times, I think, and like she said, she finally got it, but then she couldn't open the attachment and stuff, so. And on
Okay.
my end, it just kept saying undeliverable, said that that account wasn't established, is what it kept saying, and I was like, I know it is.
interesting, okay. Well, I know Connie did also mention to me recently that you guys were considering not using emails.
Personally, I
So-
like the old ones better.
Well, I don't care as long as they work, that's all.
Right.
Well, we're paying 60 a month,
Yeah,
and and the other was free, so
Right,
this
I
one
mean,
ain't working.
I'd rather, if it works, I'd just rather be on the new one.